Hello, Lions faithful, and welcome back to Lions News Fan Report, your exclusive front row seat to every roar and tackle in Detroit. If you're as hungry for the latest updates as I am, smash that like button and subscribe right now to make sure you never miss a single play of insider news. Today, we've got a jaw-dropping development that's shaking the very foundations of NFC North rivalries. The Detroit Lions have forged an utterly unexpected alliance with none other than the Green Bay Packers. Yes, you heard that right. The same franchise that countless Lions fans have booed for generations is now standing shoulder to shoulder with Detroit on one of the most hotly debated rule changes in recent memory. But what could possibly have driven these sworn enemies into the same voting booth? And why are the Lions risking fan fury by teaming up with their arch-nemesis? To set the scene, here's what went down this past Wednesday. The NFL proposed outlawing the tush push, the fourth-and-goal quarterback sneak perfected by the Philadelphia Eagles in their Super Bowl run. Green Bay's brass spearheaded that move, arguing it undermines defensive integrity. Yet, when the league called for a vote, Detroit and 9 other teams voted against the ban. Among them were heavyweights like the Eagles and Ravens, but also squads not currently in Super Bowl contention. So why would the Lions side with Green Bay on any football issue, let alone one targeting such an iconic play? Could this mean Detroit's front office sees untapped potential in adapting the tush push for their own red zone attack? Is it possible that Dan Campbell, never one to shy away from a challenge, quietly believes that Hutchinson and company could decode and counter the shove-and-drive tactic better than any defense in the league? Rumor has it that during a closed-door meeting this week, several Lions coaches openly discussed film breakdowns of the Eagles' execution, analyzing pad angles, timing windows, and offensive line footwork as if plotting a covert op. If Campbell truly values overcoming a formidable play through preparation rather than prohibition, this could explain Detroit's surprising vote. On one side, you have Green Bay standing firm on principle, claiming the play distorts traditional defensive versus offensive balance. On the other, Detroit appears to be saying, "Prove you can stop it first." What does this unprecedented partnership reveal about the Lions' mindset heading into 2025? Are they signaling an aggressive new approach to goal line scenarios? Or are they simply testing the waters, hoping the rule survives so they can develop a countermeasure? Let's dive deeper into the roster implications. The Lions returned 9 starters on defense last season, including breakout talents like cornerback Jerry Jacobs and safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Add a revitalized pass rush when Aiden Hutchinson returns from injury, and Detroit's front 7 could theoretically collapse lanes faster than any unit in the NFC. If they can craft a specialized anti-tush push scheme, maybe stacking a linebacker over center or stunting the interior linemen, opponents might think twice before lining up for that shove. Could this be the mastermind plan behind voting against outright prohibition? But there's also the fan reaction to consider. Social media is ablaze with mixed emotions. One lifelong season ticket holder tweeted, "I never thought I'd cheer with Packers fans on anything. What's next, Rodgers and Honolulu Blue?" Another wrote, "If we can't beat the tush push, we'll ban it? Now we're teaming up with GB to keep it alive? My head hurts." Detroit's locker room, according to an anonymous source, is equally divided. Some players are energized by the strategic boldness. Others worry the optics of siding with Green Bay could galvanize rival fan bases and add fuel to Week 1 trash talk. Historically, Lions-Packers interactions have been exclusively on-field battles, legendary clashes at Ford Field and Lambeau that decided division crowns and playoff berths. Yet here we stand, witnessing a rare moment of unity over a rulebook debate. Could this cross-Bay coalition foreshadow deeper cooperation down the line? Perhaps joint community initiatives or even joint practice sessions? Is it possible that the two franchises, both eager to rise above recent struggles, see value in sharing scouting intel or medical innovations behind the scenes? As for league politics, the tally showed 10 teams opposed to the ban: Detroit, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Cleveland, Jacksonville, Miami, New England, New Orleans, New York Jets, and Tennessee. A formidable block, especially when you consider the diverse playing styles represented. Does the Lions-Packers tandem indicate a broader philosophical split between teams that trust their own adaptability versus those that seek to constrain emerging tactics? And how will this dynamic influence future rule change debates, from kickoff returns to helmet-to-helmet considerations? One thing is certain: when the next vote on the tush-push rolls around, all eyes will be on Detroit and Green Bay. Will they stand firm in solidarity, or will shifting winds in public opinion and player feedback force a change of heart? Could late-breaking NFLPA input or injury concerns from star players tip the scales? Only time will tell. Stay tuned, because in just a few days we expect whispers of a formal press conference where Dan Campbell might address this controversial alliance. Will he reveal the strategic rationale, or will he keep us guessing until training camp? I don't know about you, but I can't wait to find out. Before we dive deeper, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Lions News Fan Report so you never miss a single roar from Detroit. As we pick up the threads of this unlikely Detroit-Green Bay alliance, consider what's unfolding behind the scenes. Sources close to Ford Field hint that this isn't merely a one-off vote. It's part of a broader strategic gambit by the Lions front office. Detroit's analytics department, led by a new hire from the league's rule committee, reportedly ran win-loss simulations both with and without the tush-push. Those simulations, insiders claim, showed improved red zone success if the Lions mastered counter techniques rather than relying on a ban. Could this data-driven confidence be the true catalyst for siding with the Packers? If so, Detroit may be sending a clear message: we trust our process, our coaches, and our players to adapt. Let's break down the mechanics. The tush-push, when executed perfectly, generates a surge of forward momentum that can overpower a static defense. But what if Detroit's defensive line coach has already designed a reverse surge stunt? Think of a loop by a linebacker or a delayed stunt by the defensive tackle aimed specifically at catching the pulling lineman off guard. Some whispers in the coaching carousel suggest that during Tuesday's walkthrough the Lions practiced a radical interior shift, flipping gap responsibilities to mirror the offensive shove. If Campbell believes his unit can neutralize the play through innovative alignments, that would certainly justify voting against prohibition. Now, zoom out and examine the ripple effects across the division. The Minnesota Vikings, watching this alliance form, are reportedly scrambling to refine their own red zone schemes. And the Chicago Bears? They're exploring whether to lobby for a no-shove zone within the 5-yard line, an idea that could resurface in the next owners' meeting. Meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams, newly reunited in Green Bay, have offered public support for the ban, citing player safety. Could Detroit's decision strain future Lions-Packers trade talks or joint scouting visits? Fans are already speculating whether this rule vote will be the wedge that drives a deeper rift, or paradoxically cements new channels of communication. Turning back to Ford Field, veteran defensive end Romeo Okwara was overheard in a candid locker room clip, saying, "If they think we're afraid of a little push, they've got another thing coming." That soundbite, quickly shared across social platforms, has ignited a fresh wave of optimism. Yet some cautious voices, like longtime beat writer Amy Fadul, warn that public bravado must be matched by execution on Sundays. "Game tape doesn't lie," she tweeted, reminding fans that hype must translate into results. Off the field, ticket resales for the Week 3 matchup against the Packers spiked 15% after news of the vote broke. Could this cross-rival intrigue be exactly what the Lions marketing team envisioned? A tantalizing storyline that drives engagement, viewership, and ticket revenue? If Detroit can spin controversy into brand value, this alliance may pay dividends far beyond wins and losses. So, What do you think? Are the Lions geniuses for betting on their ability to out-prepare the tush push? Or are they walking into a trap set by their oldest foes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm fired up to hear your opinions. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to Lions News Fan Report, and ring that bell to stay ahead of every twist and turn in Detroit's 2025 saga. Until next time, keep the faith and go Lions.